So this session is a general kind of onboarding, I'd say. So maybe some of you are new, maybe some of you aren't. I'm going to get into a few kind of tips and tricks as well. So if you're not new, and they'll be coming later, but it's kind of assuming no knowledge. So some things you might already know. But I think it's good just to get a recap on everything around here, what you can get involved in, what's around, to make the most out of the platform. So what is the Rookies? Again, a lot of you might know this, but the community in the platform is aimed to kind of highlight the progression from being a novice to a professional, to kind of help you guys see what that progress might look like, but also kind of show others too, show other people your progress, and how you will one day go from novice to professional if you haven't already. And just a quick overview of the platform on the website. We have the community where you can just see everyone's work. We have the discovery, which is a lot of blogs. So if you haven't checked that out, and there's some really cool stuff there. I actually enjoy reading that. And there's challenges. Well, I'm sure a lot of you, that's the reason why a lot of you are here. And we've got the individual portfolios, which again, like I'm sure a lot of you have already used. We've got the school microsites, which are just if you're maybe here, you're someone who's looking for a school. That's a great place to have a look at and discover ones that you might be interested in, or you've already been there and your school's already up there. School rankings, which is how I found my school actually, without even knowing what the Rookies were. Don't know if any of you guys have found your school that way too. So overall, the Rookies is a pretty influential platform at the moment. A lot of schools get involved, a lot of big companies as well, and we'll get more into that. So a free portfolio. One of the main reasons to use the platform, other than the challenges and stuff, which we'll get into, is just getting a free portfolio. Like, yeah, you can use ArtStation, or maybe your programmer use GitHub and all that kind of thing. But really, like I personally prefer not to, send my ArtStation, I think, to when I'm applying to roles. I kind of prefer having a bit more of a nice features and something, maybe you guys has experienced with the CMS or with creating your portfolio, the content management system in the platform. You can add and drag and drop parts like the progress bar, where you can kind of have like a nice slider and it can go from one image to the next. And these are things that you don't really get on other platforms, and it's free, so why not? If you participate in contests, you get like badges on your profile, so it's something that you can use and you can actually send when you're applying to roles, so it's a good thing to start building up now. It's free, you're unlimited projects, you have just like one page with everything on, and then you can click into the projects, which is so it's not all everywhere. Journey tracking, so you can track yourself from when you are a novice or a debut to professional, and people can actually see that progress, which is nice. Also, the Rookies Learning. I don't know if any of you have used this before. It's something that is not enough people use it, but it's basically a really cool resource on the website, where you can kind of just do some boot camps and upskilling, and just they've brought in different lecturers from different schools, so you can kind of get a taster as well from other schools, which is cool if you're not sure maybe which school to go to. So I would recommend checking that out. Also in Discord, we do have those separate learning channels, Academy and Bootcamp, so this is what that's referencing. The Rookie Awards, probably one of the main reasons that you guys are here. The Annual Rookie Awards is the largest competition. So I'm going to be going into a few tips and stuff in a minute. I kind of flown through the stuff before, because it's kind of, I think this is kind of the reason why we're here. But yeah, it's the largest awards. All there's hiring managers, there's schools, there's a lot of people who are looking at this. So it's not just about winning, but if you do win and if you do well, you have that exposure, right? And you get those awards that look great on your CV and your profile as well. So it's something that is really, really worth getting into. And even if you feel like you're not at the place to win now, it's not about that. Like I said, it's from going from novice to professional. So starting early, getting used to how the platform works, getting used to submitting will help you in the next years. And you may not be aware, but when you participate in the awards, you get a little certificate at the end, indicating where you are in terms of A, B, C, D. I think that's how far it goes. A ranking, basically. So you can even share that ranking, you can use it, and you can try and beat yourself next time, because really you're also in a competition with yourself, and it's just an indication of where you are at now, and where you can try and aim for later on. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that. That's something that you do get. And it's for anyone who has less than 1 year experience in the industry, not including work experience or internships, which is the whole point of the platform. So who can enter? Like I just said, anyone less than 1 year experience. You could be a student, you could be self-taught, you could be a hobbyist. Like, it really doesn't matter. You don't have to be part of a school. Why should you enter? I mentioned exposure. Opportunities, like I said, there are career opportunities. So previously how it worked was when you're creating an entry, you would create them specifically for different career opportunities. But now this year, in 2025, when you create an entry for your category, such as concept art, and say concept art because that's what I'm familiar with, you can now select within that one entry what career opportunities you want to enter into as well. And if you do that, make sure to research the career opportunity, because you do not want to just be blindly applying to these career opportunities. You want to kind of tailor your portfolio slightly as well towards them, which is why you also don't want to select 5 of them. I think they're going to limit them to like 1 or 2 per entry. So career opportunities, why not? It's just like kind of applying to a role, but kind of in a more interactive, fun competition way. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. That's fine. You haven't lost anything. And you might even get other badges like draft selection, excellence award, or just a cool ranking at the end, something to beat for yourself next year, and just kind of getting used to the platform. So tip on opportunities for the career opportunities: research the opportunity and try to tailor your entry towards that. Just don't go blindly into it and select any random one that you see. So it's worth looking at those now. Prizes. There's one that everyone can win if you participate, like a random draw. I think that's usually, I don't know what it is this year actually, I haven't looked, but before it was like a computer and stuff like that. It was really cool. Software as well, software licenses, but also main prizes. Certificates, like I mentioned, get the badges, which you can put in your CV as well, and just confidence in general. So key dates this year: entries open a month later, April 7th, and they close on June the 30th. So this doesn't mean that you start your entry on April. You should be starting your entry now, because you want to give yourself time. There's no particular theme to these this competition. It's just like almost like submitting a portfolio. So you can start now and start creating things, but again, like look at the career opportunities that are available if you want to apply to those, and kind of tailor yourself to that as well. So you can start now. No reason why not. There's finalists announced July 15th and there's winners announced August. So this is just a few of the industry partners that we have. You can see there's some really big ones that get involved. So tips. Rookie Awards tips. Start early, like I mentioned. Research past winners and finalists. So if you haven't started now, first thing to do would go and look at the past winners and finalists in the category that you want to submit in. Remember that you're submitting into an industry. So maybe you're a 3D modeler here. There isn't a specific 3D modeling category because it's the industry. So what industry are you going to get into? Are you trying to get into film? Are you trying to get into game? So if you're trying to get into game, you might be in the game development category. It depends what industry. There's like concept. There is a specific concept art and illustration category. Just have a look at those. If you're not sure, just ask in the Discord. We can kind of try and help you. But yeah, research past winners and finalists and get a sense of how they did well to try and aim high. Like maybe at this point you're not at a point where you can win, but why not aim as high as you possibly can and just get a feel of what they did and why it worked well. Look into their projects, like what kind of subject were they doing? Like how many, for example, in concept art, I've noticed a lot of them have like not just characters or not just environments. They kind of mix stuff up. I've noticed that they have like some characters, some environments, or maybe some characters and some props, or maybe all three, you know? So have a look at that. There's no hard requirement, but it's just kind of looking at like, have they done well? What are the trends? You know, I think is useful to you to get inspiration. Presentation, how is it presented, is a really big aspect. You want to get used to submitting and using the the content management system. So that means the actual platform itself, getting used to submitting a portfolio. So if you haven't done that, maybe it's a good idea before you submit to the Rookie Awards to do one now, just to get used to it and how things work and how things are displayed once you're finished. Presentation, there's a lot of really cool things that they do. Like a lot of them export banners and they make their own banners and kind of present that and do that themselves. So have a look at that. They do like titles and they export them as images. It's not just their work. So it's good to get inspired on how to do that too. One thing to note is I noticed that a lot of people lead with their finished image and then they have the breakdowns underneath. Obviously, if you have a demo reel, that's a bit different. It might just be one demo reel and it might just be everything in a video. But if you're someone who is submitting images, usually the finished product is at the beginning and then you have the breakdowns for that project or that item in the project. And then you start again and again and you do that again. I've noticed that. So what type of work do they create? Like I mentioned, the characters, is it a mixture of things? Like it doesn't really matter, but it's quite nice to get inspired. Cohesiveness, I've noticed that the winners, their projects are pretty cohesive. I'm going to show you an example in a minute to show you what I mean. But they tend to kind of all work within the same world. They don't have to, but I've noticed that. So that's something I think maybe impresses the judges, makes them feel immersed in your portfolio. Or at least you can tell it's done by the same person, or could be in the same kind of universe, if that makes any sense. Not so much just random portfolio pieces from everywhere, like typically they're a little bit more cohesive. And they also a blend of skill and creativity. So yes, to do well, you need skill, but also at the end of the day, there's only one winner, right? There's some finalists, but how do they choose that? It must be just up to kind of, there's a creativity aspect to it, like how has that inspired the judges? So that's something to consider as well. So I was going to do a little submission analysis. I won't spend long on this because a lot of you might not be concept artists, but just to show you what I mean. So this is a finalist actually, but the reason I picked them is just because I quite liked how they approached it. So you might notice they've got minimal text. Yes, you might have a lot of world building, a lot of stuff to mention, but they're not going to read all of it, so that's something, again, this is not hard requirements, it's just things that I've noticed. They have a banner. Great. We like that. They have environments, they have some breakdowns. So it's all laid out very neatly, although they are sketches. So this is the kind of stuff that I was mentioning about presentation, and this applies to anyone, not just concept artists, anyone who's doing it, anyone who has a demo reel, just watch the presentation, see how other people have done it. They have a little kind of, I don't know what to call that, like a little print underneath for the project, and it's all very cohesive. It's got a lot of breakdowns. It's not just like, here's my final image, but the final image is at the top, like I said, because that's kind of the bit we want to see first, right? So yeah, they have characters as well. They have props. So this is the kind of thing I was mentioning. Like, although that's not a hard requirement, maybe get inspired and see how other people have done it, because it's something that I have noticed. So I won't spend any more time on that because I know a lot of you might not be concept artists. Before I go on, did anyone have any questions on that? Feel free to ask in the chat or put your hand up and I can let you speak on the stage. No? If anyone does, I'll see in a minute and answer. So the Rookies Monthly Art Challenges. I don't know if you've seen this, moving on to the monthly challenges, but these are new. In the past, we haven't had these. So if you haven't started one, I recommend starting. It's the first time, so there'll probably be maybe less participants this month, which might be beneficial for someone to participate in. I wish I could participate in, but I can't. That'd be a bit rude, I feel. So they are broad and inclusive briefs. So these monthly challenges do have like a theme. So this month's theme is the streets, and it's open to all disciplines. And your submission just needs to at least be inspired by the theme. It's nothing specific. You don't need to do an actual street. For example, you could do like, I had a conversation with someone in Discord how in England we see a lot of street foxes. So I might like design a street fox, which might sound a bit bizarre to you that we have foxes. I didn't realize that was bizarre, but we do. You know, it might be like a street costume. Do you know what I mean? Like it could be anything, as long as it's within the theme of the streets for this month. We have 2 categories, an under 18 category and an open category, but still both under 1 year of experience within the industry, minus internships and work experience. And it's just another opportunity to earn badges and social features and prizes. I don't know if any of you have looked at our Instagram and our socials, but there is constantly a lot of people's work being shown. We have quite a big audience, and it's kind of nice to see your work up there. Before I was at the Rookies, I think I got my work featured there before, and it's quite a nice feeling. So you can only get that by participating. So if anyone has any questions about that too, feel free and I'll have a look. There, again, like I said, there's the streets this month's February challenge. It will be going on every month after this too. What we're looking for is a final image, and this is optional, but work in progress is a nice thing to include. So on the platform, you can start a project and do it play by play, meaning that you can update it later, and you can add more images later. So work in progress project. To access this, by the way, it's on the website under contests. Discord. So let's have a look at this. Discord, get involved. I'm sure all you are in Discord already. So we've just gone through a major update. Maybe some of you are new, haven't seen this. Maybe some of you have seen this. We've got a new channel structure, so some of the channels are new. And we've asked for your feedback. We did a survey, and we've tried to create it best to what the community was asking for. So just a really quick recap and just a quick, I'm using my words today, demo of what the community looks like. I don't think I can actually share my Discord screen, can I? Maybe I can. No, I don't think I can. So get feedback, we have a get feedback channel, you can see that, or feedback channel. So if anyone wants any feedback, feel free to post there. Since we've gone from a forum base to a text base, it's got a lot more responses and a lot more people asking for feedback, which was the goal, so that's great. A lot more people responding. So I think everyone's got a response so far, really helpful as well. And so that can be on any work or any project you're going through, if you're stuck or just want some general feedback. We also have the showcase channel. If you just want to share your work, it's just there. And feel free to use the filters if you want to get inspired. It's a relatively new channel, but it will build up with new things. So if you want to get inspired and look at other people's work, you can go on the platform or on the Discord and just filter. It's a place to connect with others. We had a lot of people chatting at the moment, asking for help, asking, a lot of advice, like how to use LinkedIn and all that kind of thing. Just if you have any questions at all, ask them. This is the place to be for that. Getting support with challenges. Maybe you want to do Rookie Awards or you want to participate in the monthly challenge. Why not? If you have any questions and not sure about anything or just want to show your work, why not use this Discord? It's the easiest way to get a hold of us and also connect with other people who are in the same boat as you. Stay updated. So we have a lot of updates and announcements, cool things coming out, and really this is the place to easily get that in the announcements channel. The founders are constantly updating you and letting us know all the cool stuff, as well as all the events that's been going on. So we've had an event recently on procedural modeling. We have quite a lot of them coming up. We have one with Adobe. I can't remember what his role is, but he works at Adobe. He's doing a talk on careers in 3D outside the entertainment industry, which is interesting. So if any of you are in 3D and interested in what else is out there, that guy works at Adobe. So he's going to be doing one. Just go to the events section. You can see everything that's coming up. We have other ones like staying motivated. There's that one's coming this Friday. So take a look at all those. I'm doing one on how to write up proposals for the freelance and how to keep yourself safe when you're getting a client. And we have a lot more coming up. A lot more as I'm chatting to a hiring manager at the moment, so just constantly look out for those and I'll be making announcements. What are the specific career opportunities that we can choose? I talked about the Rookie Awards. I'm not sure specifically what ones there are this year. We can have a look. Contests. Oh no, it won't be there. Sorry. It won't be there because it's not up yet. I'm not sure specifically which ones are there. You'll have to have a look when it opens on the 1st of the month, but I can ask the founders to see if we got any. But that's a bit contradictory to what I said. I said have a look there and do your portfolio. But I completely didn't realise. But you can have a look at the Rookie Awards 2024 and you can have a look at what ones were there and that'll give you a good idea. I forget that's not open yet. Anyway, what are we on? Events. Yeah, so we have a lot of events going on. You're in one right now. Just have a look at the other ones. The goal is to really get like hiring managers and other people to be more involved and you to be able to actually chat with them. And you don't really get that anywhere else. You know, maybe you know of other communities that have that. So it's a good opportunity. What else have we got? And then we've got the Learning Academy and Boot Camp channels if you want to get involved in that too, or just have a chat and off topic. I'm like the only one at the moment that's posted my my pet and stuff in the off topic, and there's someone posting food. I want to see your pets. I want to see your food. I want to see your coffees, everything like that. So I actually flew through this because I felt like a lot of this you might already know, and it's really now if you have any questions. When may have missed it when the Rookie Awards. The Rookie Awards open April 7th, 9 a.m. UTC. Yeah. Cool. Well, I completely flew through that. If you're going to take away anything, if you're going to do the Rookie Awards, I highly recommend considering those tips and that of how to kind of approach that. Like start doing that now, and have a look at, kind of think about what you want to get going on. Does anyone have any other questions? What is the decision process like internally when selecting who gets featured in the socials for the rookies? What are they looking for? Oh yeah, that's a good question. There isn't anything in specific. It's kind of similar to how the Rookie Awards works. It's kind of more like what is skill level / inspiration / creativity. So creating something that is both demonstrating your skills but also your creativity. So the difference between, I'll give an example of concept art, me just doing like a study on a random picture, a random model that I saw, right? Compared to me designing a character, right? So something that's your own, something that's quite inspiring, look at the internet and see what you like, probably other people will like it too. And you need at least 3 projects on your portfolio page, as far as I know. I read that a year ago, so I assume that's still a thing. Can you participate in one category? Okay, so you may submit one entry to the Rookie of the Year, so that group. And as part of your entry, you may select up to 2 career opportunities. And you can also submit one entry for the Game of the Year or Film of the Year. There you go. That's the answer. I'll put that in the chat so you can reference it later. Any other questions at all? I'm going to be here, so don't be shy. It's your chance. Yeah, I know you can't speak. If you put your hand up, I don't think I can let all of you, can I? Aha, there you go. Calvin.
Hey, I didn't know about the hands. What's up?
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to type this, but I thought it was a little too complicated. I was thinking of entering the 1 month challenge thing, right? And for the rookie awards, people were entering like huge pieces. They had one big art piece, I guess, and then call outs for the characters that they made and different pieces, right? Do you
Yeah.
think that's a good strategy for the monthly challenge as well? Because it said they're only like considering the one big piece, right, off the street.
Yeah, it's different. So I think for the monthly, it's a smaller challenge. You're not expected to do a whole portfolio. So I would just going to put your effort into one piece, because I don't think that'd be. I think it's more quality over quantity. You know, same as the rookie awards, but obviously the rookie awards is meant to be like you have more time to do this, but monthly challenges is a short thing. So don't kill yourself creating a whole portfolio within a month or 21 days.
Okay, I see. Because I was thinking I'd just make a street and populate it, obviously, with some fun characters, and then have separate like design sheets for those characters. I thought that'd be a good approach, but I guess one image can do the job.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be more worth your time. I think you might struggle doing a whole rookie awards type thing. But what category are you usually in? Are you concept art, illustration as well, modeler?
This would be my first time being involved in the rookies, but I'd be entering in concept art.
Oh, cool. Nice to see another concept artist. Cool.
All right, thanks for the answer.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? All good? Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. I've kept it short, kind of half an hour, because, I mean, this was about the platform in general, and maybe a lot of you would already know this, and it was just a chance for you to ask questions too. So I really appreciated it, and next time I'll definitely be doing it in the live chat, because I want to get to know you guys more. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. But yeah, have a nice time. Feel free to DM me, ask any questions in the Discord anytime, and it was great to see you all.